Absolutely. I'd love to be a swabby. Swabbing is one of my favorite things in the whole world. The restful, mindless repetition, the delicate scent of old soapy water, the proud satisfaction of a sparkling plank.
Okay. Save the strokes for the decks. The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Smith. John Smith.
Uh-huh. LeChuck gave me a blacklist, and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm sorry. Can't hire you. You're obviously Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop. I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4. Looks like this is going to be a long journey. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
What's cooking?
The feast of knowledge.
Your sign says you're going out of business. Or is this one of those not really going out of business sales?
There is a new dark magic on the rise in the Caribbean. It has many adherents, particularly among the young. There is little demand for my talents or my wares. Business is terrible, and there are other factors. Captain Madison desires this location. That it belongs to me will be of little help against her financial and political powers.
Whoa, back up. Dark magic, you said?
I did.
How does dark magic work?
Runes, chemicals, the power of secrets. I am no expert. It's too sterile for my tastes. I like things messy and theatrical.
I don't suppose you sell mops.
I cannot guide you on matters of mops. The true master is the cook at the scum bar.
Is this the year when you finally tell me your name? It's become almost a running gag between us. But it's awkward, like when your glass is empty but you keep trying to drink out of it over and over.
It is Corina.
Oh, okay. Karina. Nice. Somehow it was more exciting before I knew that.
That is true of many things.
Can you use your talents to tell me how Elaine is right now?
She is always close, no matter the distance.
Do your answers ever make sense?
There are no answers, only questions that are finished.
Are you able to see what LeChuck is up to?
Your goals and the goals of LeChuck are aligned, as always. But his intentions are darker. He would use the secret to do terrible things.
Dark-er? What's that supposed to mean?
LeChuck must not acquire the secret.
No argument there. Got any other mystical advice or information for me? Stock tips or something?
No.
Is dark magic powerful?
Powerful, yes, it can be. But dangerous. If the badger chews his own tail, soon there is no more badger.
You like that metaphor a lot, don't you?
It has many uses.
Can dark magic get me to Monkey Island?
No.
Nuts. Got any other mystical advice or information for me?
No.
Where can I get my hands on some dark magic?
Dark magic is not your path, Guybrush Threepwood.
Got any other mystical advice or information for me?
No.
Will I succeed?
Achievement depends mostly on the definition of success.
I'll get back to browsing the shop.
Act fast. Supplies are limited.
This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now, but I believe I could restore its abilities.
An empty basket. I should have gotten here last month. Too bad it's empty. A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle. Not for me. It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
I'd need a lot of keys to open that. Keep up the good work, buddy. It says everything must go, but it says how much for the safe.
It is not for sale at any price.
Hey, Wally!
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again, too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all. Haha, a little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. I'm looking for a mop.
This is maps and more, not mops and more.
Well, I was hoping the and more might include mops.
Well, it doesn't. Try asking the cook over at the bar where he got his.
Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
It's great to see you landed on your feet after all these years.
Business has been booming with all these new dark magic pirates. Captain Madison has me on a lucrative retainer. She pays extra for a bunch of wacky symbols I just make up.
I'll let you get back to cartographing.
That's not a real word.
Uh-huh. Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind. It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next?
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
Peachy.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
She's good. No pieces missing.
Kids yet?
Whoa, easy there, Tiger. I'm still in my juvenile phase myself. That's what Elaine says anyway.
Well, tell her I say hello.
Those new pirate leaders seem like real jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup. Frankly, I'm terrified of them. On the plus side, they have more disposable income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
Remind me how to find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
What kind of wood did you say the tree was?
I didn't.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.